stop so that we'll have a unique offer just to Yowza. And that's really our job, is to make it so that you know when you turn, when you open it up, yeah, you're going to see some stuff that is also advertised in the front window of the store. Yeah. But that's good too. That tells you where and when the savings are. But there are unique things on there where you can immediately save $10 when you spend $50. You know, these are unique things to Yowza. The other thing that differentiates us, which we've, you know, it was a burden at the beginning to get over the chicken and the egg, but we insisted on doing it, and we're going to keep doing it, which is we do not aggregate coupons. We will not ever put a coupon up. We don't put them up. The way Yowza works is, August has set it up, and we've now our whole tech department has set it up so that, you know, if you're a retailer or a merchant, you have access to getyowza.com. You log into your dashboard and you control your own offers. Right. That way, we have catches in there, you know, so you're not going to write 100% off. It's only, you know, if that happens, we catch it and we alert you. You made a mistake, or profanity is caught. We have a Disney model. You know, there are certain things that we cannot and will not advertise on there because stores are right next to each other based on proximity. So you can't have Hooters right next to, or a tobacco place right next to Disneyland. It's not going to work. Yeah. So we have those kinds of things in place, but it's our job to just make it more, you know, make the incentives as much as possible for the consumer so they'll turn to it every day. We are constantly working with the merchants. This is something new to them. They normally would just, you know, create a coupon and send it out, and it's in the paper and it lives its life, or it's in the mailbox, and if it's used, it's used. If not, it's not. These people can change their offers. If Pier 1 has a bunch of chairs, wicker chairs that are sitting, you know, in Minnesota in a store, they can put an offer up in the morning and blow them out for 50% off. Yeah. No one else is going to see it unless other than the people in that area. Yeah. Sell. At the end of the day, take that coupon off. Where else can you have that control?
It's so targeted. It's so targeted that you know, location-based stuff is incredible. You mentioned a little bit with Foursquare, Gowalla, these guys that are putting out these. You know, Gowalla is not as much of a game as Foursquare is.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to South by Southwest, and I think that if you're going to see a lot of Gowalla down there because they're from Texas, but I mean, they're trying to get into this, a little bit of this space where you become, you know, the mayor of a location, or if you check in somewhere close by, you get a discount on, you know, in a store that's around the corner, those kind of things.
Which is awesome. I think it's great. Yeah.
But do you ever see that kind of a good fit with what you guys are doing and working with their open API, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we've partnered, you know, already. We've partnered with Where, which is a location services app. And what we plan on making additional partnerships. We're slowly reaching out to the you know, to partners that we think we could both benefit each other. Yeah. For us, it's, you know, we hold a tremendous amount of inventory that creates, you know, value for a Gowalla or value for a Where, and Where has the reach that we needed. You know, so if you have a BlackBerry, if you have an Android, if you have a Palm Pre, you download Where, and one of the sort of apps in their app, you know, kind of thing, or one of their buttons is offers. When you hit offers, every one of the offers there, almost all of them are Yowza offers, and it's all location based because their app is location based. So we are very interested in partnering with Foursquare and Gowalla and all the really good, the guys that are doing it right and that are going to be around for a long time. And we're, you know, slowly reaching out to them. It has to be the right time. It has to be the right fit. We have to do it in a way that obviously, like I said, benefits both parties. But that's something that I'm really excited to do. Again, though, for us, the model is, and we did this. There was a thing called Under the Radar that we actually won our category, and it was based on simplicity. The real reason why we won is because we have taken my side of this has been to August has said, look, I'm going to take care of the publicity. I'm going to get the word out. I'll get on the soapbox. I'll ride around on my horse and let everybody know. Every talk show, every time my band plays, whatever I can do, I'll do it right. But the app has to be Sandy Grunberg proof, and that's my mom. My mom cannot use this app. Forget about it. I don't want my mom calling up going, what the hell? I don't have time to watch TV. Your show's confusing enough. I have to become mayor of something? You know, there's no way that my mom and these are we're talking about, you know, yes, there's a you know, our age, young, I mean, I'm probably older than you, but the younger people are definitely, you know, they're into this and they love it and it's social. But once you're married and spending real money, man, you don't have time for that. You want to like hit a button, show your phone, save some money, and you're out of there, you know?
It makes sense. I mean, yeah, the litmus test has to be simplicity. If you can turn on an iPhone, I mean, I have two kids, twin 3-year-old boys, and I hand them my when I had a BlackBerry, I hand them my BlackBerry, and they'd push a button, the light would come on. I hand them my iPhone, they enable the device, right? They
Yep.
turn it on and they use the applications. They play games without me doing anything. And
Yeah.
I think that you have to carry that simplicity over to the app, right? You have to make it as simple as a device,
It's
or
true.
else
Is my dad one of your twins? Because it's the same thing as my dad.
it is.
My dad like turns on the computer and he's like, "But how does it work?" I'm like, first of all, I don't know why you're talking with that accent, Dad. And secondly, don't worry about the inner workings. This
Yeah,
isn't the punch card.
just
This
push the
is
buttons.
yeah, push the buttons, move your hand around.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I just know that the major again when all the dust settles, for us it's interesting. We're in a tech world, but we're preaching and building a business that's been around since people were exchanging rocks in a cave. I mean, it's the same. It's such an old business. It is incentivizing people to spend money and go into the brick and mortar stores.
Yeah.
We have a few service-based businesses. We have a few. We're slowly working on product-based coupons, and there's a whole unique barcoding, all that stuff we're working on, and it's in our roadmap. But to put people back into the malls and give them a reason to to stand in a mall and go, oh, I had no idea that right down there I could save money at Sears. That to us is exciting. That people have the power of that in their hands, and then as a retailer, you can push an offer to somebody that has opted to see the latest offer from their store. We have that. You can, if you're a consumer, you can say, yeah, every time Guitar Center offers something new, I want to hear about it, and boom. That you'll get it on your phone, and brag about it. We have the social stuff, you can brag about it through email, through Twitter, and through Facebook. But again, we keep it simple.
It's interesting because one of the biggest challenges, a lot of the folks that I talk to around, the developers and the producers of these applications, is that there is that middle ground between, it's almost like a firewall between you and your users and the people who are buying the applications, because really, especially on the iPhone only, Apple owns that information, and you've got to kind of find a way to circumvent that to be able to talk to your customers in one way, because you're not going to get it from Apple. So you guys have kind of come up with a unique way to be able to communicate with these guys on a personal basis, because they sign up for this information, right? When they want to know what's going on, what kind of sales are in their area. So you circumvent that wall, which is Apple. They still get their information and paid. Well, sort of paid, I guess. But then you guys get the information to be able to communicate directly with the people who are involved.
Yeah, and it's non-intrusive. I mean, we